This is a big story that we broke here first on India Today. Two women in their 40s have created history by entering the Sabarimala temple in Kerala. Bindu and Kanakadurga claim that they entered the hilltop shrine early this morning. They started their climb around midnight and reached the temple at 3:45 a.m. and left after praying to Lord Ayappa. The women were accompanied by a small group of police personnel in civil uniform. In fact, the two women had tried climbing up to the Sabarimala in the last week of December as well, but failed amidst massive protests. Kerala had witnessed huge protests by the devotees opposing the entry of women in the age of 10 to 15 years into the shrine, despite Supreme Court verdict allowing all women to offer prayers at the temple premises.
Prime Minister of India supported Sabarimala in the interview he gave. We will definitely see to it how things are. We will see, and the temple will take appropriate action and Shuddhi Kriya will be done. If the things are true, we will see how things are. And it's an absolute shame that police secretively did all this. Let us see how things are, but this won't affect our case in Supreme Court. We will fight it out in the Supreme Court and we will win too.
The point is that a temple is not a place to just exercise your constitutional right. A temple is a place to offer prayers as well, and if you are a believer, you have to believe all the rituals of the temple. You cannot pick and choose saying that you are a believer of Sabarimala Ayappa, but you will not believe that he is a Naishtika Brahmachari, and you will not believe that young women should not enter. So I believe you cannot pick and choose the faith. If you are a religious person, if you believe in a particular religion, you should accept the religion as it is, unless it really affects you.
ये हमारे लिए हिस्टोरिकल विक्ट्री है। योग महिलाओं का मैं अभिनंदन करूंगी कि वहाँ पे वो पहुँच पाई और मुझे लगता है कि ये ब्रीज है वहाँ के ट्रस्टी जो कह रहे हैं कि हम शुद्धिकरण करेंगे, मुझे लगता है कि एक बार महिलाओं ने प्रवेश किया तो शुद्धिकरण करके कुछ फायदा नहीं है। उन्होंने जैसे शनि शिंगणापुर हो, हाजी अली दरगाह हो, वहाँ पे एक बार महिलाओं ने प्रवेश करने के बाद सभी एज की महिलाओं को जैसे प्रवेश कंटिन्यू रहा था, वैसे ही प्रवेश कंटिन्यू वहाँ के ट्रस्टियों ने करना चाहिए।
Gopi Krishnan, my colleague who's breaking this big story on India Today, joining me now. Gopi, the reactions have been sharp. They might now go ahead and try Shuddhikaran XYZ, whatever they want to, but the fact remains the probable glass ceiling has been broken. It is being seen as a big victory for gender equality.
Well, indeed, Ankit, that is exactly the way to interpret with this big news that we are breaking on this Tuesday, and it's really, really important to see the time at which this particular incident or this particular incident has happened, because yesterday, remember, was the big day for the state government when they have actually demonstrated a massive women's wall across the entire stretch of Kerala, actually highlighting the importance of gender equality. And within barely less than 12 hours after that wall was erected, we have this incident happening in Sabarimala, where two women in their mid-40s have managed to enter the shrine and they have offered their prayers inside the temple. So what lies ahead will be the political reactions that we are waiting to see from the state government, from the BJP, and also from the Sabarimala Karma Samiti. And also we will certainly have to hear from what the police have to say, because as Durga was pointing out, Kanakadurga was pointing out to us when she was just speaking to us while she just took that there was police protection to her, but more importantly, it was not a uniform police personnel, because they were actually police personnel who were on their normal dress, or the mufti as we call it, and it was actually a tactic to avoid any kind of unnecessary attention from the protesters. Because in the last 3 months, when we were covering from Sabarimala, one thing that we have noted was that every time when there is a police protection which is given to a woman and being taken uphill, it is very easy to identify that there is a woman who is trying to enter. So this time around, the police have changed that tactic. They have taken police personnel who were not in uniform to avoid that attention. And that is how they managed to complete the trekking from Pamba to Sabarimala, which is almost 5 kilometers. It's a very hard trekking uphill. They managed to complete it in 3 hours, is what the police sources are telling us. Exactly at 3:35 and 3:40, these women entered the Sanctum Sanctorum, not the Sanctum Sanctorum, beg your pardon, it is actually the shrine that they have entered, and they offered the prayers inside the temple. Now, another important development that we will certainly have to wait and watch is that now we have been told there is a meeting that is happening in Sabarimala with the Devasam representatives of the state Devasam board, the priest, the chief priest, and other senior caretakers of the temple are meeting now in Sabarimala to discuss about this. last time when there was a situation when Kavita Jakala, a journalist from Telangana, and activist Rahana Fatima was being taken up into Sabarimala, the priest had actually warned the police not to take her inside, and if they were taken inside, they would shut the temple and they will close the temple down, is what the priest had warned the police. So now the question actually rises is, will there be a Shuddhi Kriya? Will the temple be closed? And all these decisions will be taken in this meeting is what we are getting to understand again.
You know, as far as the government is concerned, Gopi, has there been any reaction from the government? Because they were under sharp criticism for not being able to implement the Supreme Court order.
Well, Ankit, we tried to get in touch with Devasa Minister Karagampalli Surendran, who actually refused to make a comment. And the first thing he said was that, let me get a personal confirmation on this, and I will react also approach the Chief Minister for a reaction. And we can certainly sense that there is a sense of amusement, and I cannot really say if it's a sense of shock, but still these people, many of these people were not really expecting it. Be it the Devasa President or even the Devasa Minister, there seems that there was a sense of surprise in all these people that we were trying to get in touch with. So obviously they will need a little time to cope up. They will need a little time to understand what has actually happened. And also maybe after that we will get a reaction. And there is another important thing that is happening in Thiruvananthapuram. Remember, the BJP has been continuing their indefinite hunger strike in Thiruvananthapuram to protect the rights and customs in Sabarimala. And they have been doing that for over 3 weeks now. It's almost getting into the 30-day period. And now it will be really interesting to see what the BJP has to say. And also, every time when there was a situation, we could actually sense the kind of assurance that was given by the RSS and the Sangh Parivar Kada towards this particular set and bunch of devotees that you can be safe, you needn't worry, because when the RSS and Sangh Parivar is in Sabarimala, there wouldn't be any situation where
Gopi, you know, as far as the protesters are concerned, they are threatening that their protest will go on. They will keep fighting what they believe is their tradition. The Prime Minister also yesterday said that every temple has its own tradition and that should be followed. Now, what kind of a reaction are you picking up from those who have been at the forefront of this protest? Gopi, can you hear me? All right. Okay, so we'll try and reconnect with Gopi, but this is a big story and the visuals that we first broke on India Today, and this is been seen as a big push as far as the gender equality is concerned in the country. 2 women in their 40s have managed to enter the Sabarimala shrine amidst massive protests. Now, all right, moving on and staying.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.